Well, hello everyone. We are outside again having a great adventure. It's about 7 o'clock. The weather here is a little better. I am accompanied by my beautiful backdrop, the waterfront. Again, as I mentioned, a few months from now, it will be perfectly white for a few months, depending on the weather. And I may not be able to enjoy this beautiful view. This is also a beautiful view that one can bring your easel, your paper to do some drawing, charcoal, watercolor. Perfect weather where it would not dry too fast. But I'm also using this opportunity to not only take advantage of nature, but also to give you a bit of substance. Today, we are going to be accompanied by Michael Klaus, the fifth principle. You can get this book, by the way, The Secret to Network Marketing Greatness. Now, my project is not a network marketing project, but the success principle described in this book, short, very short book, is extremely important because it's a perfectly good read. And then for people who lack the discipline to navigate through the noise of social media, especially these days with so much distraction, there is another book he has, Future Choice, where you'll be able to learn how to manage your most valuable asset, your time. Your time is your most valuable asset. Anyways, so today I had the pleasure of spending time with a friend, and we were reminiscing about, uh, you know, how we can spend quality time uh, nurturing one's interests. So he's into golf and or learning about golf, and he told me about the particular golf experience that he has. uh, and so, in order to spend time with him and to get to know his circle of influence, I'm going to basically look into the idea. I do love miniature golf a little bit, but I'm actually surrounded by some beautiful golf courses not too far away from me. Luckily, I live in a neighborhood where, uh, within driving distance, uh, there's a golf course within 10, 15, 20 minutes or so, not too far away. So it's actually very good. Anyways, so to begin with, this is not at all financial advice. Obviously, I am entertaining my group of people that I'm educating about this amazing opportunity that I'm a part of. And part of education is also to provide you a bit of substance, which, by the way, um, no part of this is considered financial advice. Do your own research. I have provided, and I actually continue to repeat my, you could say, investigation into this project. I'm talking about, of course, Miracle Cash and More, introduced to us by Cashflow NFT. We just find out that the node, the code node, will be called uh, Phoenic node NFT. The NFT will be transferable. The NFT will be on chain. The NFT would reside on the Avalanche blockchain. And we recently also introduced Miracle Estate, better known as Phoenix Home, the ability to acquire physical properties in Cyprus in, according to Forbes magazine, the top 5 destination for real estate acquisition, tourist destinations, and and real estate. Did I mention acquisition through Phoenix? Now, many of you may have been exposed to this project in many different ways from the beginning, the project has morphed into NFTs, and then we are in the process of public listing through NASDAQ with the acquisition of Mediterra, and all that is in transition. Those of you who participated in shares, or perhaps still would love to participate in shares, in the final stages of this opportunity, we now have a promotion that may not be available in a short time from now. So this video would mention the promotion for the purpose of participating now, but in the future such promotion would not be available. Company has been evaluated by World and Partner, and anyone with a cash flow NFT account can go into download, and you will see the discounted cash flow, DCF, meaning that the discounted cash flow where the company has been evaluated, and each master franchise, or each country specific, UK, Benelux, which consists of multiple countries, Germany, Spain, France, have been evaluated with a future value until the final completion of everything else. But for now, anyone can participate right now. If you own any of our assets, you basically will be part owner of the company. And for those of you who are interested in taking a position right now, if you have not been too conditioned to participate in scam project that promises you the moon and only to either rug pull, froze your account, and now and some of you have been participating in multiple rug pull. If you've been part of crypto and you haven't been burnt, consider yourself lucky. And if this is your first project you're looking into, consider yourself extra lucky. And if, of course, I am one who is lucky enough to have you as a trainee, consider yourself tremendously blessed, because I am not in this thing for the money. I'm in this thing for reviving people's hopes in themselves. If for some reason you've had any financial setback whatsoever, without mentioning any number of names of people that have overcame multiple stages of adversity, who overcame it, and today we can look back in history how many times they were rejected, how many times they've tried and they were faced with failures, but because they persevered, because they persisted, and because they overcame their self-doubts, and because they did not give up on themselves. I can name several names, but you can look for yourself. You can, who do you know, who have you heard of that have overcome multiple stages of failure, and today history book only talks about the people who perseveres, the people who have tried a few times and give up. You will never hear their name because they are not relevant. Colonel Sanders is one of them. Ray Kroc is one of them, and so many others who persisted over time after multiple failures. In fact, there are multiple inventions that would not be available if failure, mistakes, errors were not part of their self-discoveries, or perhaps they have a eureka moment. Even in medicine, technology, in many domains you can talk about, you can think of. Read any autobiographies of some people who've actually succeeded. In some cases, failure was probably their best experience, but only few makes it for us to talk about them, for their name to be relevant. to even list them as an example. Anyways, so did I mention no part of this is, by the way, financial advice? Do your own research. I have done my part to educate you. Since my approach to this is to pretty much open your eyes to possibilities, I consider this a privilege for me to share this with you. If you find value in what I'm sharing with you, in the description of this video, there will be several documents. If you're new to crypto, new to blockchain technology, there is a company that I've aligned with called Connect Blockchain Academy to provide you with a free account, an opportunity for you to get the education necessary. This would not only speed up your learning, and even if you're already well established, the academy, the decentralized wallet, the additional blockchain nodes, multiple successful projects that are currently in development that they're working on. And then if you can find in yourself enough reason why you can purchase a node so you can get credit for the blockchain academy, and there's a playlist for Connect United for you to find more about the blockchain education necessary, whether you're a seasoned crypto or a newbie, especially if you're a newbie, because the education was the value proposition that I saw in it first, and then I realized that okay, I could actually position myself to also build a team in Connect and build two different successful platforms at the same time. Anyways, every one of us, this is of course my view on the subject, you are part of 4 different social brackets. In the description of this video also, I have a long Google form where I give you 4 different ways that you can leverage Miracle technology, Miracle ecosystem to benefit your family, business, organization, faith group, or non-profit. It would be beneficial if you fill out this form. There are certain requirements, certain questions that I made a requirement. The form is pretty long, but what's important is not the length of the form, but the use case that Miracle Cash and more could be used to strengthen the bond of your family. In other words, you create a free account, and then if you're going to take a position in Miracle, acquiring share bundles of Italy, which is currently available at a huge discount through a temporary promo of 3, 10, 25, and $5,000. Basically, we're just giving away Italy to basically clear out the Italy share bundle that we have currently available to make room for the final stage of you could say public listing. And there are 20,000 nodes available in our blockchain project. Once the nodes are completely sold out, there will not be any additional nodes. Currently, the price of the node will be listed because the price may not be relevant if stated in this video, and the document lists the current and updated price if you have X amount of node, due to the fact that the nodes are currently in beta phase towards the end of the year, and we are working in a way due to the recent acquisition, or not acquisition, but partnership with Avalanche. Our node will be on chain. The node will be tied to an NFT that is exchangeable, transferable. In other words, if you acquire multiple nodes right now and you intended to benefit your family who are not yet blockchain, you could say certified or as equipped as you are, you can acquire a certain amount of nodes in your account, or in a partner account, in a family account, or if you leverage this project the way I outlined through the family benefit, the business affiliation, the faith-based community, and for your nonprofit, you can position yourself to benefit from 17% 3-layer of compensation that is divided into 10% first generation, 4% second generation, and 3% third generation. Once you have achieved the third generation, in other words, you've built an affiliate team, a 3-tier affiliate team to 3-layer. In other words, I share this with you. I'm your parent. You give birth to how many kids that you choose to share with, and I become a grandparent, you become a parent. I now qualify for a 4% commission, you'll qualify for a 10% commission. Anyone frontline to you is your first tier, my second tier, and then if your first tier also have their first tier, my third, I'm at a 3% qualification, you're at a 4% qualification, and your second tier is at the 10%. So a better way to look at this in a very graphical way, and since I'm into illustration and I cannot help it, I like to break things down for people. Knowing, of course, whatever I write, because I'm having the phone face towards me, it would be backward. So I'm trying to be as neutral as possible to make it as simple as possible. So I share this with you. Okay, so this is me. Consider that an M, which is universal. Okay, I'm sharing this with you, number 1. So whatever you choose to do, that's my first generation. I'm gonna make it you are my number 1. And then if you share with anybody, you say 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your, I'm going to put it as my number 2 and your number 1. And if your number 1 share with their number 1, that becomes my, you guessed it, you're my number 1, you have your number 1, and everyone have their number 1. So just to keep it simple, I'm gonna put it that way. Everyone has a first generation. For me, you're my number 1, but anyone on the second layer is my number 2, and this is my number 3, to make it as simple as possible, because 1 bar is simple to read, even though it will be backward. Okay? So whatever you do is 10% for me. Whatever your first line do, your number 1 do, which is my number 2, that's 4%. And whatever your number 2 does, anyone in your number 2 does, which is my number 3, that's 3%. So that makes it absolutely easy. However, information flows 6 degrees of separation, according to the book Connected. Great book, by the way, if you understand the power of influence, and whatever you do, how you are influenced, and how you are also how you influence and how you are influenced by people. So I share this with you. So what is your first goal? What is the first goal? I'm going to tie in the book by Michael Klaus, the 5th principle. So without getting into the book, because I'm just gonna go into the outline, the content of the book, because it would make sense. Just the content itself, I can give an illustration, a full video on each content. First of all, get and stay connected. Now, I'm sharing this with you, and I'm a YouTuber, okay? And I'm talking about something that involves you doing your due diligence, knowing what you're getting yourself into, and if you're motivated, if you're moved by my pitch, you create a free account, and if you're already blockchain, crypto savvy, you fund your account. You can do everything on your own. However, you're not connected with me, which is a disadvantage for you. I don't want that. This video is not about me creating content to collect a commission from you. If it was for the commission, I wouldn't care to share this with people on YouTube, because the commission means absolutely nothing without the relationship. It is the relationship that makes the commission relevant and appreciative. If you do not contact me, you are at a disadvantage, because I have direct contact with management of Miracle, of the principal people in the space. I'm only a phone call away, a Zoom meeting away. You know, if you intend to participate in this project and you're not connected, well, I can't really say it's the project's fault, especially if there comes a time where you will need assistance for something. So it's important that you are connected with me, and I can put you in direct contact with management, customer service. I have all my training done already for your benefit. Okay? Now, second principle. First principle in get and stay connected. Well, you create an account and then you be in touch with me, because you're only as good as your coach, and yours truly, very humbly, very good at what he does. Now, second principle is learn your product line, the product or service, whatever the company offers in exchange for value. Learn what the product, what the services are inside out, so that way you know what you're getting yourself into, especially if you intend to share it with other people. The moment that you participate and choose to share, you become accountable to a second, third, 10th, 100th generation, because through you, they participate in something and monetarily involve, you need to know your coach very well. And if you do not have direct relationship with the person you participate in this project with, go as far up as possible to get to know anyone in the upline that you can. In some cases, some people are not connected, some people get participated, they collect a commission, and then they move on to the next thing. And then the person who come in after struggle because the disconnected, distracted person who creates an account, share with people, collect a commission, and then ghost you, or not connected at all. You don't want that. I don't want that. Okay? There is nothing more beautiful than getting a phone call from somebody and say, French, I'm so glad I met you because you put me in the right direction. Or I'm so glad I met you. I had some bad experiences and you are a lifeline. I'm telling you, there's not enough commission that I can earn that can equate or surpass a thank you. So I want more of it. And because of that, I go out of my way to be overly helpful so that I could have more of that coming in. So if you're not connected with me, it's not because I'm not available. I'm probably the most reachable person you can, just my name on YouTube or on social media. I provide my contact info for your benefit. So there's absolutely zero excuse if you're not connected. It's on you. And understand number 3, the fifth principle. First, get and stay connected. Number 2, know the product line. Number 3, learn how you get paid. And I've been, in a sense, talking about how you get paid you get paid when you create an account. You don't earn commission on your own account, but however, you can align family members 18 and above to do this with you as part of family empowerment, where you get to create a way where your family is financially incentivized. This creates an opportunity to leverage and uplift your family member as you are being financially upgraded yourself, in the sense that the whole family now, instead of talking about the nonsense, the hurts, the past, reminiscing about some crap that happens X years ago that's no longer relevant, the family has something of substance to talk about, and they have something to dream together about, and just creates a level of bond in the family. Family bonding, well, of course, if you participate in a good project, if you lose money, then the family will ghost you, then you become an enemy. But I'm not talking about things that where you lose money, because I'm talking about a well-researched project where you can feel free to call your best friends and align them to be a partner with you. And depending on what your social brackets are, you can leverage the social capital of family, business, faith group, and organizations, non-profits, because you have either donated money or donating or will be donating money. So in a sense, you've already be part of a non-profit, or you're going to be part of giving, because there's a psychological benefit that comes from giving for giving's sake. And the more you give, the more comes back to you. And I can tell you, it's more fun to give the money away than making it. And the more you give, the more coming back to you. I don't understand it. It's just happened that way. And the physiological, psychological, spiritual, intellectual, and personal gratification you get from giving to somebody in need. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how gratifying that is. As much as it is good to make the money, it's actually even better to give it away, because you open a channel of receiving that giving just opened up. I don't understand it, and I don't intend to want to understand it, because I will analyze it too much. So, anyways, did I mention? First principle, get and stay connected. Second principle, know the product line. Third principle, understand how you get paid. You get paid when you create an account and share with someone, as many people as possible, and 10% commission, depending on what it is. 10% commission, you earn 10% commission when you educate other people to benefit from this wonderful opportunity. And this is the kind of project that I would share even if there was no monetary compensation, because of what the benefit that the company provides to its members, the customers who purchased, the value the company delivers through its services. Have the ability to have a node and know what that is, and know how important blockchain node is to the blockchain, and how you're receiving rewards for participating and performing act of proof of action, and you in turn earn rewards in the form of a utility token that is publicly listed, that is interchangeable. That is in itself tremendous value, and you get to be part of the future of blockchain technology through node ownership. That is something to be excited about. With no compensation, I would be excited to share. It just so happened, as I educate people, as many people I have frontline to me, and there's no limit to how many people I can have frontline to me. I could have 100,000 people frontline, obviously. They'll be limited to whatever we're selling, but as long as we have something, a value proposition to the customer, there is no limit to how many people you can have frontline. So anything activity-wise you do frontline, you earn 10%. And then you teach and educate someone with my help, with my coaching, you earn 4%. And as your coach, I earn an educational commission 3% for teaching you to be integrated, and you in turn teach your first line, my second line, where I earn 10%, 4%, you earn 10%, and you then, with my help, go to your first line to teach your second line, my third, where my reward for coaching is 3% on activity that can be unlimited. And then the best part is the company says, okay, we want to continue to build the community much deeper than 3 degrees of separation. We are going to come up with a global bonus pool where 1% of the company's profit will be put in the pool to help anyone who reach the level of 50,000 in sales, and give them 1 share once they qualify. So your goal is to first to get qualified where you can have 50 in sales. Not only you get 10% commission on every sale, but you also get 1 share in the company global bonus pool monthly for doing so. Now, since you are interested in doing that, you only have to qualify 1 time, and then the goal is identify people who also wants to participate in doing so. Although you can have as many people who qualify to do the same, I'm going to use dots to illustrate everybody who qualify. In other words, you share with as many people as possible. The dots in the middle represent your social network. That could be anywhere from 0 to 100 minimum. And then once you reach 50,000 in sales, okay, by definition, every time you sell 10 of our assets, you should be able to acquire, based on 10% commission, 1 of the assets. Even though you can come in with a free account, you can generate enough sales for you to acquire 1 for free, because you don't have to have any ability. You just need to find the ability to connect, to leverage this, your social capital, and get equity out of your social capital. In other words, the relationship you have, well, there are, in a sense, every person, every relationship has value if you've had enough deposit, if you've had enough good rapport in that relationship. Every relationship can have an economic return for your quality time well spent. Anyways, so I'm going to repeat again. First principle, get and stay connected. Second principle, know the product line or service. Third principle, know how you get paid, which is where we are right now. Fourth principle, learn how to share, because if you're sharing, this becomes a business. All right, imagine right now you're renting when you could be owning, and you probably have lots of credit card debts. You probably have, school debts, college loans, credit card debts. You're not making enough money, or perhaps you are making way too much money. You're having a good job, but you're not having enough time for your family. Yes, you're a high income earner, but you're basically selling your time, and so you're never actually free. So your family never gets to see you, or you're working multiple jobs only to pay bills, but you cannot really enjoy your life. If any of that applies to you, or you just got recently unemployed, one of those AI assisted unemployment where you are no longer needed, in the tech world and you find yourself unemployed and you have your sales skills, great interpersonal skills, and you're well socially connected, you can leverage your social capital to share something of substance with proper coaching and training to leverage your social network to create an economic empowered network of friends, business partnership, and faith group or non-profit alliances. So anyways, and then to the degree that you can do that, you now have the ability to take massive action, and that's the fifth principle, massive action, which I've been actually outlining the massive action the whole time by integrating sharing, as I'm telling you the importance of connectivity, knowing what you sell, you know, understanding the product line, okay, knowing how when you share and how that benefits you economically, and understanding how you share the business. Sharing is calling a friend, sending a friend an email, text, a DM to let them know, hey, I've got something that I might need your help to evaluate. It is a lot easier to communicate, to educate, to understand something by sharing it. In other words, as I'm sharing this concept with you, I get to retain the information tenfold because I have explained it in so many ways that I can understand it at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I can understand it and retain the information because I have taught it multiple times. So take massive action and getting 10 to 100 people looking at this thing at the same time. Chances are the people who are looking at this with you, some would be, you know, the poverty-minded type who probably have a few bad experiences and they are likely to remind you. So the sooner you can identify this type of people and pretty much stay away from them because they are dream killers. And there are people you'll be like calling them one time and they get it. Not only do they get it, while they are evaluating it, looking at it, and they probably participate before you. That's actually what you want. You want someone who is sharp, busy, sharp, well-connected, and extremely able to participate. If someone is well-connected, busy, and not able to participate, but they are well-connected, they can extend their social contact to expose this opportunity to, and you never know, someone who can come in 1, 2, 10th level separated from you. Although the commission is paid only 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3, but you might find this individual who can come in and sell 50K to their front line, and where 3% of 50,000 will come to you as a coach, as me being your coach and you being the one who find an A to bring you a B, my C, where you earn 4%, I earn 3%, and you get 10% commission from an A, depending on if they qualify. So someone can come in and sell 50,000. So you sell 50,000 yourself, or you coach people to buy $50,000 worth of products or service, and then you qualify one time, and then your A also does the same. You can find as many, we call that a 1 to 5 star. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna leave it as 1 star. Basically, get in habit of developing 1 star as much as possible. A 1 star is someone who has coached $50,000 worth of sales. So you could have, let's say, for every 3 people, 1 is someone who is motivated and generated $50,000 in sell, not only every sell earns you 4%, but now you have a you have a 1 star, you become 1 star, and then you find a 1 star, 2 star, and you could find a 3 star second degree removed from you, but you would not know that unless you're educating your first line, who's now opened you up to a number of people in the second line. And from your second line, my third, we identify someone who can sell 50,000 to their fourth line, my fourth line, or your third line. Your third, my fourth, where you now have a 3 degree separation on your third of direct commission. I am cut off of the commission on the 4th level, but you continue to have massive success on your 3rd level. And the goal is, even though I'm not incentivized to work with anybody on the 4th, but I'm motivated to find another 1 star who can generate 50K in sales. So the moment that I find that one there, so I have someone here, every time you see a black dot, big dot, that's someone who has generated 50,000 in sell. And my goal now as one who qualify as a 2 star, because, well, let's just keep it at the U level. My goal as a already 2 star is to identify as many people who can qualify as 1 star and help them identify people who can qualify to 1 star, and do that to as many levels as possible, and keeping every 1 star on every person can have multiple 1 star in separate line. You can have multiple 1 stars on one line, but those stars are only account for your achieving a 2nd star level on one line. So the goal is to have 1, 2, and 3 separate line, separate branch, where you have 1 star. So you continue to do that as many levels as possible, and to the degree you do that, you participate in the global bonus pool that we have, and for you to be able to benefit from the immediate 3-tier commission, 10, 4, 3 degrees, and to identify as many people as possible who can achieve that with you. What we have to offer is something that everybody wants. Anybody who have had a bad experience in the past, who have lost money to scam projects, and there are people already who participated in this project early, who've already made the mistake on not paying attention to it, who are now waking up, because it's still not too late. Still cost them, by the way, it still cost them the mistake of not paying attention, but it's not too late for you to refocus and realign yourself with the people who share this with you, who can coach you, who are not commission driven, who are not going to get you in for the commission and then leave you dry, or too distracted promoting too many different projects and not being able to focus. That too will cost you. For the inability to focus will cost you. You can only successfully do several good projects at a time. And there comes a time where 1 project or 2 projects will have a competing event, competing webinar at the same time, and you can only participate in 1. And if you're part of too many different competing projects, you're talking about too many different things, you would be counted as someone who lacks credibility because you've got too many things going on. And meanwhile, the successful project that they should give attention to. They are not, because they are so distracted trying to be the first one to share opportunity A, B, C, D, so they can be the one in the leaderboard. And yet your people are struggling for lack of leadership, while they are promoting diversification. So diversification for someone who lacks the discipline is extremely costly if you do not have the ability to focus and manage multiple projects. And all has something to do with your discipline. If you lack the discipline, you will pay for it in compensation. And it's already happening. It's unfortunate, it's already happening. So get and stay connected, know the product line, know how you get paid, know how the business works. If I'm not already misalign my since I'm repeating, and this would be a repetition for you. Anyways, get and stay connected, know the product line, know how you get paid, know how to share the business, and take massive action. When I mean massive action, you make sure that everyone you love and care about, everyone who's been exposed or heard about blockchain technology, you share this with, because it's not who participate, is who they know that they can bring into this project for you to educate their network, so that way you can participate in the global bonus pool, you can participate in having a successful community, that you can finally be proud that you're not going to be saying to your people, I'm sorry, the project has rug pull, the website is frozen, the website has a 404 message, the Telegram groups are gone, the social network, the WhatsApp group, the Facebook group is gone, the wallet that the money was funneling to has been cleaned up. You can say goodbye to those days. Get and stay connected with me. Together we can learn the product line. We will teach and emphasize on how you get paid in this project. We will share on how the business works and how to share it, and together help you take massive action to educate your community, take advantage of this wonderful project, and perhaps, if you're disciplined enough, focused on having a successful implemented project. It's been a pleasure.